During the late 40s, after the end of World War II, people say there was a group of scientists that carried out a dark and cruel research about sleep, known as the Russian sleep experiment. We're gonna tell you about it today. They were trying out a new experimental gas, which was supposed to eradicate humans' need to sleep. In order to try it, researchers kept 5 people awake for 15 days using an airborne stimulant. The subjects they were experimenting with were political prisoners. They were locked in a sealed chamber, where the researchers could monitor them. The room was full of books. There were blankets but no beds, water, a toilet, and big quantities of smoked food. There were microphones and an opaque window to collect the results. The prisoners were fine for the first 5 days, talking to each other, relaxed. Researchers had promised they'd be released after the experiment. But from the 5th day onwards, all their conversations turned turbid and they started to complain. The subjects started to suspect one another and act in a strange way. Researchers considered their behavior was a result of the experimental gas. On the 9th day, one of the subjects started to scream for 3 hours. In the end, they decided to open the door on the 15th day at midnight. The researchers went into the room. The subjects were screaming desperately, and only 4 of them were still alive. They saw, terrified, that the subjects had a great part of their muscles and skin pulled out of their bodies. They had pulled out their own skin and eaten it. When they tried to take them out of the room, they refused to do it and asked to have the experimental gas running again. The other 3 prisoners left were transferred to medical institutions. 2 of them could still talk and were still asking for the gas. They wanted to stay awake at all costs. There is no evidence or documents about this experiment, and science doesn't explain any of the situations that took place during the experiment. They say it's only a story from an internet forum some years ago. But you, what do you think?